And we are live. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Hey. Happy belated Valentine's Day, everyone. Hello.
Belated sexy day. So you already know what we're in the theme of still.
Yep. Let's go.
Let's talk
week,
about love.
we're talking about relationships and love and shit and, red flags and green flags, all types of fucking flags.
And we had so much fun last week.
So much fun.
Going through Bumble. And there were so many good contestants that we have to reopen.
We're going to have to bring it back.
It was too much fun.
So everybody that's new to tuning in, welcome to Twisted Sisters.
Yes.
I'm Bella Thorn.
And I'm Danny Thorn. You are listening to our live show exclusively on AM.
Wow. It's very, very exciting. I also want to say that this is not a factual show, okay? What we
are
talking
not doctors
about,
or lawyers.
Yeah, all right. We just these are all opinion-based.
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 We sound smart.
Situation here. So we sound smart.
So what we're saying is just our take on things. It's obviously not facts. Do not sue us.
Do not sue us.
We're just having some fun here.
I don't need to be sued again. Yeah. So, God, where should we start? Oh my God. Oh wait, rosebud and thorn.
For people who don't know what rosebud and thorn is, rose is a positive thing that happened this week, and bud is something
introspective.
Introspective, kind of like you just hit some weed and you think about your life.
Yeah.
And
then thorn is something that really pokes you in your side.
Yeah,
really pokes
jabs
you.
Could be in your side, could be in your ass.
It's usually in
like
your
it.
ass.
Yeah.
What?
Is that babe? Yeah, no, it is. Never mind.
Did you say that? Did I say that?
Somebody said it. I don't know if it was you or if it was the ghost in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shuffling along now. Okay, bud. Oh no,
Bud.
sorry, rose.
No, rose. Positive. Something nice and delicious.
I'm excited. I get to I'm in pre-production on a short film that I'm directing that is about a very important story. The person is just so
real life event.
Yes, a real life event, and they are trusting me to help tell their story. I'm very lucky, very thankful for that. It is going to be, and this person's also playing themselves.
Right. Somebody who's never acted before, telling their real traumatic story and acting for the first time, and you having to direct them through such a hard experience relived.
The worst experience that most people ever face ever. That's just such such a hard week. Just right now looking at therapists and stuff to have them as well on set. And just, I don't know what else to say about that. I'm just so excited. I'm just so incredibly thankful, and it's crazy to me that they want to fully tell the story and them act in it and also go to the real locations that it happened in. That's just so brave. I can't, I'm like, wow. So claps to that. That is my rose.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, definitely for just trauma in general. Going through something that's so horrible that was put on you and you had no control in, but then taking that and turning it into something that is
so powerful.
Absolutely, and shedding light onto a reality that happens to so many people, et
that people need to talk about.
Yeah, really, and then giving the voice and strength to people outside of your own experience, and I think that that's an incredible thing to do with trauma. It's very brave. Well, on a very less serious note, my rose of this week, my positive, I get to play in Hawaii.
Yay! Let's go Hawaii.
Oh my God. So about the show, I'm very excited. I get to play dubstep in Hawaii.
Tell them a little bit about the tour.
Yeah. Well, I did actually go on my first tour with Riot 10, and now he's bringing me back for his Hawaii Hyper Die Fest.
Let's go.
And I already love Hawaii. I was not born there, but for some reason it calls to me. I love it. I'm going to Honolulu. I don't know why that tripped me up, but Honolulu for the first time. And I think what's even crazier about all of this is that I'm going to be on a real rock star schedule with this one. So we do a Coachella party every single year besides the ones in COVID where we weren't allowed. And I don't want to miss it. And I'm playing the Saturday.
That's right.
Right after
this
our
is
party.
fucked,
Yeah,
right?
so I have to, if I want to, which I do want to, I have to go to Palm Springs with you guys, which I'm so excited for. Yay, we love Coachella time. We love our party.
We throw our party.
Our party's always lit. I have to play the party, have a good time, and then be on a flight out in the morning of the Saturday to go to Honolulu. And then in that evening, play a fucking show.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Honestly, but you're the best person to have that kind of schedule because you're just gonna like live it up and
oh my god,
still be like
I mean, of all places to go, freaking
like,
Hawaii. Yeah, I'll be pretty stoked. I'll be lit. Yeah.
So, but you're gonna miss the rest of the Coachella then.
That's true. Yeah, and I'm gonna miss Frank
You're gonna
Ocean,
stay
which
there.
is sad.
Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy not
What I
having
am
you
excited. I know.
this year.
I know. FOMO.
No,
but
I'm gonna have to lead the group on my own. We usually tackle that together, Danny.
Yeah.
You're gonna
if you have festival fans,
leave me on my
friend groups that you go to festivals
I'm
with,
gonna have
you
to
already
mother
know.
without you. That's gonna be
true.
so much
Rave
harder.
mom's a real thing.
It's already stressful when it's us two.
If Charlie's there, you're fucked. Just
you
know.
know he's there.
Just know.
You know
Don't
he
listen
already
to
has
Charlie.
a bed.
Our good friend Charlie is one of the funniest people to be at a festival with. He'll be like, I know so confidently, you guys. I mean, so confident. He'd be like, I know exactly where we're going. We're going this way. And everybody, I don't know why, probably because we're fucked up. We're like, oh yeah, Charlie, we've never learned from this experience before, but sure, let's follow you. We've learned after a few years of that.
We have learned.
He never knows where he's going, so don't listen to Charlie.
But
everybody has
it's hard
that
to get
friend
everybody in fucking
with
to
these
move
crowds.
at the same time.
Oh my god! And everyone's at a different pace, skipping
and,
around.
people are getting fucked up too, and
they're
it's so much
stopping.
harder.
Oh, and next thing you know, you're like, where's Cindy Lou Who? She's been gone for fucking 2 hours, and we just noticed. God damn it. No, we're better than that.
No, we are so much better than that.
They're gone, but we notice quicker than that. So that's our positives. We're gonna move on to a little introspective. Bud. I could say introspective thoughts. I think always come back to childhood. And I don't want to go too deep, y'all.
But it's always there.
But it's always
and
there.
We gotta comment
you know?
on it. We gotta talk about it
a little bit.
You know what you said last week? I felt like really stuck with me throughout.
Embracing
the
the
week.
inner
Like,
child. What is wrong with me?
That
You guys,
so
I think I got
good,
some
man.
child healing.
And I feel that though. I feel like we should start a thing on the show where every week we like push ourselves to do something that embraces the inner child.
Oh, that's cute.
So that we like push ourselves to really do that. Because that's nice, and it's a good reminder, and it's unfair that, you know, our innocence is gone so quickly and so young, right? And then very quickly you have so many worries about what you're going to grow up to be, what you're going to do, all these things, right?
And finally you have a choice in what you want to do.
Now you've got
a
job.
And you have to be an adult.
Yeah. It's hard to be a fucking adult.
It's
we
annoying.
we should get to be a little kid sometimes. Like we still
Absolutely.
are. We're always childs at heart, you know, in that way. And it's good to like kind of feed that child.
Absolutely.
I believe, so.
I do think that we are born in a lucky time, not just because of technology and all that, but I do feel like something about 90s and after, we're really connected to our childhood. Maybe we had more fun toys and cartoons. I don't know what it is. But I just feel bad for our parents and everybody previously because they had to grow up so quickly. And what does growing up even mean? They had some sort of maybe religious or societal or whatever thing put on them of what being an adult meant. And all it meant was actually being miserable. It was not doing what
Ain't
you
that
wanted.
the truth? Can everybody give us something in the comments for that one? Like, can people give us some?
Give a little slap.
That is so fucking funny.
I noticed that when I was a kid. I was like, why are all the adults so miserable? And it's not just because of bills. That's just a part of life. I think hard parts of life, we just understood that that's life and we got to deal with that. But wearing color or watching a cartoon or listening to whatever you want or being whoever you want, why does that only be associated with children? Why does jumping in a jumpy castle only associated with children?
Oh, I got you that on your birthday, remember?
That
Not
was
this year,
true.
but last year.
What was that, my 28th
See,
birthday?
that's embracing your inner child.
True.
That's a
Okay,
good
so
one.
Bella actually got me during my birthday party because she always sets up the best birthday parties for me. I love you. Thank you. She got me a Hello Kitty bounce castle. And, you know, it was obviously just for the day. We don't still own this, that would be ridiculous and we would never use it. But oh my God, we have pictures. It's amazing.
So awesome.
It was so cute. I loved it. Yeah. So wait, that was my introspective thought. What about yours?
No. Mine was that I think that we should set something so that we actually go into our inner child every week.
I like that. Almost like a dare, but a sweet, wholesome dare. Yeah.
I think and it can also be like, small things that like going bike riding and things that, getting out and
maybe sticking your feet in the mud.
Smoking at a playground. Sorry, kids. But like smoking and then going to a playground.
Smoking, going to a playground's allowed, I think.
Just like random shit.
Yeah. I love that shit.
Maybe like seeing how something works for the first time. I love that about child wonderment. And I think that that's so interesting is that now when we learn things, we feel stupid for not knowing them. But when you're a kid, you're like learning something for the first time you taste something, the first time you learn how to do something, like, and there's so much
right question or observant of it.
Yeah. Or why don't I already know this now? Like, and other people know it, and I think that that's such a beautiful thing that I feel like we should take that pressure off of adults, like, because we'd all be way more open to learning and actually learning shit because we wouldn't feel stupid for asking the question in the first place. Okay, Thorn.
Oh, a negative. Okay, so I actually have a pretty funny experience. My thorn in the side this week is banks. God damn it. Okay. Number one, I had a very funny experience.
I thought you meant the artist for a second. I was like, what has Banksy done?
What did Banksy do to you? No. This is my personal experience with banks. So I've been with this bank for pretty much most of my 20s. I've been a good, loyal person to this bank. And also because I don't know shit about banks. That's my bad. Anyway, this bank has been kind of dicking me over for years. And I just thought that was normal. Anyway, I'm finally getting sick of their shit. And they put my card on hold because of some stupid motherfucking card thing. I don't know, the place with the tire shop, they have to put their thing through whatever.
No, not the tire shop coming in. You already had your situation. But it's not their
fault. It's my bank's fault. And they were trying to explain that it wasn't their fault.
This whole situation
Anyway, it is totally your fucking fault. You are shutting my thing down for 4 days. How am I supposed to live? I'm sorry. All my money is with you. How am I supposed to live? So already, okay, but I'm a pretty chill person. So I'm on the phone with this lady. It's a Korean bank because I used to work for these Korean people, and it was an easy way in my early 20s to get paid. Anyway, this sweet, what sounds like a 70-year-old Korean lady is talking to me on my phone, and I'm just like, explaining the situation that, like, there's no way that you can put my card on hold. Like, is there, I already went through all the parameters to make sure I was good. Like, this is not my fault. Can you help me? Anyway, conversation starts getting heated. This lady is yelling at me. Like, for real, like, screaming at me on the phone, like, in a loop, repeating why it is not the bank's fault. And I was just, like, hearing this, and I starting to talk over her. And I'm like,
this call is recorded, right?
Whoa.
Just a reminder.
I am not fighting with you right now, lady. I don't even know why we were going about this. I'm not fighting with you. I'm going to go deal with this in person. Bye-bye. Anyway, I got an email later on from the bank manager saying that he heard the call and he apologized.
See? Yeah, this call is recorded.
He was like, I am so sorry.
Yo, that's good,
At least I got that email. That's good. Yes, I was like, are you serious? Why am I being
You're like, I should be the one that's usually the people on the other side are like yelling and losing their shit. And then you're the one losing your shit on me? Wait, what?
Whoa.
So much to the point that you back down and you're like, no, I'll go handle this on my own. Like, I'm just not going to even involve you.
I'm not talking to you anymore. What the fuck? So yeah, so my thing is banks this week because now I got to switch banks out of, like standing my ground. Got to switch banks. I can't be dealing with this bullshit anymore. Do you know what it's like to switch a bank with all your automation payments? That's some bullshit. Yeah. So that's what I'm dealing with this week, guys.
I'm trying to think of a thorn, and I just am like, it's hard.
Well, how can you beat that?
I know. Honestly, how can I beat that?
How can you beat resetting up everything your bank was attached to?
Oh, it's just fucked.
That's gotta be worse.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to bow out of this one for this week. I'll come back.
Bella's just had the best week of her life. She's working so hard she can't even process.
Honestly, yeah, like, and And that's also what's hard about when you're working so hard, because then you feel bad when you're working so hard, because you should feel good, because then because then you can't be paying 100% attention to everything that you need to be paying attention to. So then things be falling through the cracks and shit, and you're like, oh God. But yeah, no, feeling definitely good.
Feeling good this week.
Yeah, feeling
prepared for
and
all
like
of the
to
shit
even
you
discuss anything after what you just said feels like really, really, really minuscule.
Yeah. I did. Speaking of working, I did hear something that Lady Gaga said in her early career, and I thought I loved it so much. And somebody said, you know, I love your work, and she was like, "Thank you, I know." And she was saying that she wishes that more people would also live their lives that way. That when somebody said like, I loved something you did, it wasn't like, oh, no, it's not that great, or it's this. She said, no, you should say, like, thank you so much. I know, because I worked so hard on it. And I think that resonated with me. I just thought that was beautiful.
We never give ourselves enough credit. We never, like, live and enjoy that moment. It's always the next thing. And when you get to a goal that you never thought you'd get to, or it took you so long to get to, and you're just like, wow, and then you did that shit. And then you're just like, oh, but what's the next thing? As soon as you get that thing, you're like, but what's the next thing? And you never like take a moment. My favorite is like anytime you tell me like, oh, okay, I just got this contract signed, or like your fucking EP is coming out, your single. I'm like, oh, we should go out and celebrate, or at least fucking pop a champagne bottle. We got to do something. You got to like live in that moment. And it's so unfair. We want those moments so bad, and then we literally rid ourselves of those moments at the same time. We're like, as soon as we have them, we're like, no, but this and that, and you know, you never like really get to live in them, and it's very exciting time. Very exciting time.
You worked for
Speaking of, we're getting very close to your drop.
Oh. That
super
is
close.
So true. Next
Danny's
week,
releasing a song. Holy fuck! And it is the start of her EP.
First
the first single.
First EP.
It's crazy, and the visuals.
So shit!
I love this fucking video. This fucking video is so.
It's insane. You guys may have been seeing the teasers on socials, but yeah, it is.
If you haven't seen it, literally, you need to go to Danny's Instagram after the show. And you need to look at the shit that she's posting, because it is like, wow. And to think that you did this all really like yourself. This all came from the heart of you, and you. People think that like, okay, an artist just like shows up to a music video and then like does this. No,
maybe
Danny is
somebody,
like,
but not me.
Yeah, but not you're most. Making set design. You're doing your own fucking makeup. Just know that when you're looking at these crazy fucking stones and all this crazy shit all over Danny's face and stuff, she's doing this shit. I mean, that is, and it's like
it was a very small Broken Town team with just people who are closest to me, who believe in my project, running the camera, and Steph, who always does my hair. And just a very, very small team. And there was no time for even me to do a lunch break, because I'm doing my own makeup.
No, nothing. So there was nothing when I was there.
There was no smoke breaks. There was no lunch breaks. I was just working through it the whole time, and like getting a snack in, and definitely some water and maybe a White Claw. But yeah, you guys shows. Get like 3 minutes and 30 seconds of visual entertainment, and it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Totally.
And we all made that shit happen. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking red flags, green flags, no flags, all the flags.
Yeah,
white flag.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was gonna say white flag. Is that more just like SOS, like get me out of here? Is that worse than a red flag? It has to be, because red flag's like a warning, and then a white flag's like, I gotta get the fuck out. We done with this.
Yeah. Which is the ultimate.
Yeah. The ultimate surrender.
I agree with that. And then also dating profiles, which I'm really excited about, because that was just so ridiculous last week.
I already saw some. Okay, and we do have, because you guys know I haven't had a dating app, we have one of our friends who screenshotted all of their DMs. So at least the best one.
Oh my God, wait, should we do this first?
Oh, because it's so funny. Should we go through it?
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up.
You guys, the audacity and the creepiness. And I think for the people listening and wondering that maybe you have done this, maybe you're thinking of doing these things, the answer is don't do them, because they are bad.
Wow. Yeah. It's so bad. Okay, let's start with the first one.
Okay, so something I think is interesting from my perspective is, I guess on these dating apps, you can add your profile, your other social profiles, for people to look into you further, which is normal. Yeah, you could do that on Google. But I feel, and is it weird to you guys? I feel it's kind of weird if they're reaching out to you on a different social platform. Like you found me on Bumble or whatever the app is. Write me there, connect with me there, because that's where I've given you access to. Yes, technically you can go check out the other stuff, but like it's a little creepy and try hard that you have now DM'd me.
100%. Right? You're like, okay, but now you're going to do that. And because I haven't replied, right? It's, like in this scenario, that's what it is. And that's weird.
Even weirder. Find me somewhere else. All right, so let's start off with the first guy.
Mm-hmm. I saw you on a dating app.
Okay,
Smiley.
So just let you know the month difference. We are now in February. The first message is in December. I saw you on a classy dating app. Smiley face. No response. Let me
a classy dating app? Yeah. Bumble?
Yep.
It's not that this is what
is classy? It is. I think the classier of these.
It's a dating app.
I think maybe Tinder would be the least classy of them.
Okay, so Tinder's
like more of like
Tinder's for fucking and Bumble's for relationships. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so. But I think now that guys have picked up on the fact that girls are scared of Tinder, that they've now flocked their douchiness to the other sweet ones that were supposed to be sweet. Mm-hmm. So he did find her on a classy dating app. Oh, okay. Yes, no response. Let me hit her up in February and let me say, good morning.
Good morning.
Nothing else? You're not going to even try to fix the first message?
You know, there's a lot of things that are too far. That's one of them. I mean, that really is too far.
I mean, definitely without a photo, serial killer vibes. But you're trying to be sweet right now. Months later?
Why?
You might as well say, how's the weather?
Yeah, honestly.
But at least that would have been a question. Better. Yeah. It deserves a response. Uh-huh. All right. Next tip. Mm-hmm. Send a question.
And also,
that deserves a response.
It feels nice when you write a girl good morning when you've been dating her and like courting her and then good morning.
No, totally. We love that.
It feels weird when you write it and then you guys don't know each other at all. Because now you're using this very personal thing that should almost feels tender and kind of romantic and intimate, and then now you're just using it so blatantly. It's like saying I love you, like just like I love you, or way too early, and you're like, bro, do you use this with everyone then? Like, is this not special because you're just like kind of throwing this out there to like get me to like take my shirt off, or like what is happening here that you're like, you know, doing that?
I love photos and I love Photoshop, so I know all of the tricks, my sirs. A guy actually made his dick bigger by taking a photo of himself, cutting it in half, taking that same half and moving it above it, blurring the center very clearly, and then he had to turn it into black and white so that you noticed it less.
No, that's way too far. That is way too far.
Don't do that, because
you've just gone through so many steps to do that. It's not even like a little smoothing.
No,
you went through.
You were like, oh, this is so bad.
Cutting your body in half and then replacing it back on the same image and making it longer on the same image. That's too far. That's to know how many steps he went through. You're like, wow, what a turn off. It's one thing, okay, you have a small dick complex and you think your dick is small and you want to make it look bigger. Okay, whatever. Like a girl having a fucking small like waist complex and you want to like Photoshop your waist to look smaller. Okay. So like, let's just say, okay, fine. But no. Now you went through all these other steps. Now that it's actually it just becomes unattractive, because the fact that you're not comfortable enough with yourself is just like, I think in life we always want to find partners that are like better than us in these situations where, you know, we want to find confidence in ourselves, we want to look in the mirror and think we're beautiful. Great. We also want to date somebody that also pushes themselves in that way and thinks they're gorgeous. So if they're just putting themselves down, well, that's not a great partner for us, because we just like feed into those those traits. And when you're like building a relationship with someone, you slowly kind of like mimic those traits, and you guys definitely share those things. And I don't want to share your fucking insecurities, man. Definitely. Like, you know who I dated when they were so insecure about the body in that situation, and that made me feel fat all the time.
Right.
It
made commenting on themselves all the time, or breaking
and they were
down
never talking
people.
about me, but because they were so harsh about their routine and stopped like eating at one point, was just eating fruits and literally, I'm not kidding, fruits and then Parmesan. I mean, that was just
not just that, like, even like eating
unhealthy.
Like, you would take a beautiful selfie and then of you guys, and then you'd be like, oh no,
I'd have to
break down everything.
Yeah,
you
and he'd have to edit it, and it would just make me feel bad. Like, well, like, and because I look at him in person and see how great the body was. So if you think that about you, what do you feel about me? Like, I must be like so like, and then I would start like to get in my own head. That I was just like, that's not cute. I don't even want to. I already have to deal with my own issues, let alone dating, you know, because that's what it is. Like, when you date somebody, you're really, especially Valentine's Day just passed. So, you know, it's like, this is the, you know, episode theme this week, relationships and shit. And when you're dating a partner and they've got baggage, that's always what it is in life. We all have baggage. So which baggage are you willing to take? That's not one of the baggages I like to take on, is the whole aesthetic purposes. That thing is.
And I think also translating even into friendships and who you surround yourself with. I think I can remember one in particular recently, but obviously this is a lot of people, but one of them was a model, and she had to get past the mentality that modeling gave her. But even just hearing that she not only broke herself down that way, but that she judged every other person by this unattainable standard that she'll never have attained, that was put on her, that makes her feel horrible, that makes us all feel horrible, and she's yet regurgitating that and putting that onto people, and then shares that with me. And I can only imagine what other dark thoughts are going on in her head that she won't share with people. Then she shares that, and then I'm like, oh, no, I really do not judge people by the way they look. I really don't. So when I hear that shit, it's just like, what the fuck? You're making me think about myself now like that. It's negative. Like, I know you're thinking about yourself if you're thinking about that about somebody else. And I just didn't want to hear that. I don't want to even think that.
And then you're also causing these problems, these issues.
Totally, like, that were non-existent. Yeah. Totally non-existent. And had nothing to do with
sharing that with them. And they didn't need to know that.
Alive.
Yeah. That's like why hateful comments on Instagram and that kind of social media, different social media platforms is bad. Like, people pointing out shit that you never notice about yourself. They're like, I thought that was fine, or I thought that was a cute quirk of mine, but now everyone's saying it's fucking disgusting or so humiliating and embarrassing, and you're just like, why? Why do that?
And the weirdest things that I've heard too are like people pointing out my armpits.
That is such a thing. The knees, armpits, elbows, all these places that you're like, those are not genuinely amazing. I want to fuck your armpit kind of places. So I don't even know why we're like debating how hot this armpit is, or their knees, or their elbows.
That is a terrible armpit.
These are very dry places, in weird places, wrinkly. I don't even know, but it's not okay that you're pointing these places out. Nobody should be talking about our knees. We weren't even
thinking about that. That's not even normal to think about. And now you have added that to the complexes. Thank you.
This has been a crazy episode. I mean, we talked about a lot of shit, but we gotta go. We
gotta do red flags, green flags.
Nah, Danny, we got time for that. We gonna have to save that for next week, Danny. Danny, we gonna have to save that for next week.
We just have so many things we want to talk about.
I know. I'm very excited. And then we're gonna do smoking stories next week.
Smoking stories, Hollywood stories. Oh man, there might be some Snoop Dogg involved in that. Yeah, you guys are gonna love it for sure.
But guys, see us next Wednesday here. At 6 p.m. Let's go Pacific Standard Time.
That's right.
Like Danny always says, you do the math. 'Cause we're too lazy to. Yeah, I'm excited. We've got a lot going on for next week. I'm very excited. Happy belated Valentine's Day to everyone.
Hope you had a good one.
I hope it was what you wished for.
And if it wasn't, break up with them.
Yeah, break up with them. Break up with them. Let's go.
There's a lot of fish in the sea, people.
Yo, seriously though? Really though?
Really that. Just move on. Life is too short.
And guys, do not forget that we want to hear your live amp shows. And you can go on your profile and make your own live show. Let us know. Tweet us, Instagram us. Let us know when you're doing it so we can hop on.
Yeah. Let us know.
Because we want to make that shit happen.
It's true.
So let's go.
Well, you know where to find us every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on AMP.
Yep.
Yeah. Love you guys.